Hello, 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 everyone. Happy Friday. This is Sharon Herbert, the Power RN. And yes, I know it's Friday. Do you know it's Friday? We're just going to pop in real quick, and I have a quickie for you. It is nurse mistakes. And I don't know if you've had a chance to watch or hear the latest news. Unfortunately, nurses do make mistakes. And I posted in our group, and thank you, Deidre, for your sweet self coming back and making a comment on this uh, another nurse challenge for today, which is Friday Nurse News. Now, have you heard of the Redonda Vaught story? A nurse who made a mistake, medication error, that killed a patient. And I believe, one second, yes, I had to look really quick at my article, that she has practiced in Tennessee, but she made a big mistake which cost a patient, uh, older lady, her life. And she was charged for that murder, and she has just received her verdict from the jury, who has found her guilty, guilty, guilty on the charges that faced her. Now, I don't know if anyone on our group, because there are a lot of us, has had a chance to review just even a smidgen of the story. And as I said earlier, or I think it was late last night when I posted it, that I had a lot of questions. Now, I read a lot. I like to read. And I like to share information. But for me, that means before I make a statement, I like to have information that at least we're going in the right direction. So the verdict was pronounced today at 1 p.m., and it's on the news that they have found her guilty. Now, you all know I like to give homework too. I like to give homework too. So I want you to take a chance to just look or listen to the story. It will give us a lot to think about as we all are rallying together, and we should and continue to do so, especially in the time of COVID. There is so much confusion in the world, and times that in the world of healthcare, and times that in the world of nursing. And in addition, as we are in the end of March, moving up to April, we'll be going into, you know, happy nurses, happy nurses, happy nurses week, month, day, year. And then we'll be meeting our new graduates for this upcoming graduating group from nursing school. With all of this confusion, it might be in our interest to get some of these items resolved. So, we're going to go to the end of it really quickly to have you think about your new graduates. In the setting that you're currently in, will you have new graduates? And how will that work for your organization? If you were there last year, you might have some ideas. They might be good, and they might be, screaming, what are we going to do? So let's think of those things for our new folks. And as we are in still the phase of staffing shortage, let's think about ways that we can help our folks not make mistakes the way this young lady did. And I am not saying that I have the answers, surely, but let's make sure that we stay connected with our new staff to make sure that they understand that yes, there are guidelines, there are rules, and you can't always take a shortcut. Driving to work, that's its own challenge. But getting there and taking more shortcuts could be a detriment to your care, your license, and a patient's life. So, how will we connect with our new graduates? Because they need you and you need them to stay and to get it right. The it is the work we do. We've got to be aware that they need us. They need us. So we've got to make sure we know what's on in the world of nursing. You've been there a minute. So don't say you don't have time or you don't know, because these folks need you. And you need them to be safe and secure so that they are successful. All right, so we're going to look and we're going to hear about RaDonda Vaught for probably this next day or so. Today is Friday, and then we'll have the weekend. But I want you all to think about who we are and what we do. And remembering, yes, that there are so many things that we are responsible for. And it doesn't mean that we're not human. Someone somewhere is going to make a mistake. And thank you all for joining today. Thank you for joining. Someone's going to make a mistake. But how should that find its way to having the consequences revealed and to have us grow in the service? If every time someone, drops the thermometer and someone else has to pick it up and you run out of supplies and you're shortage and you don't have PPE and you didn't have lunch or you didn't have break or you never got to go to the bathroom, all of that is compounding. And someone is going to make a mistake because we are human. But we need to make sure that we are aware of the highlights, the things you just can't do. You can't leave your patient's bed rails down and say, I forgot. So what can we do? Let people know what we do is real. What we do is important. And we are about saving lives, the patient's and our own. So make sure that you're reviewing some of the things that are so important. And it doesn't mean quite that you will find some that, they're not important. But let's make sure we keep our thinking caps on. And let's think about, what do you think should be the consequences for this mistake for this nurse? Doesn't mean we get to decide, but do you think she should go to prison? Do you think she should go? And then for how long? Do you think probation? Do you have not a care in the world? What can you bring back to speak on this circumstance? Because somewhere it's going to happen again, unfortunately. And we are human. So we'll try our best always to be on top of doing the right thing and following the guidelines. And yes, there is a process for giving medication. You can't always take a shortcut. Not too many times. One is way enough. Might even be too much. So, what can we do to help each other stay safe, stay strong, and stay successful? This is a Friday Nurses News. All right, do your homework. Power Time is going to be on tomorrow. And guess what we'll be talking about? We'll be talking about the outcome for Nurse Redonda. Alrighty, and for sure, you'll find me on Power Time at 4 p.m. But make sure that you are well. Be well. We love you lots. And we'll see you on Saturday at Power Time. And don't forget the upcoming workshop, Mindset Matters. So keep your brain going. Keep your brain going. Stay true to you and your service. We love you, and we'll see you tomorrow. Anytime you want to jump on, ask questions, comments, we are so happy to hear from you. Thanks lots, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye now.